What's up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the Dread Pirate Dr. Disaster, and last year's The First Descendant cracked the code. They figured it out, guys. They made a series of good-looking female characters, and they got a lot of attention, topping out on Steam at their peak with over 250,000 players. They made some money by giving gamers what they like, while so many other studios refuse to do it.
Gimme! I need!
Unfortunately for the First Descendant though, and I'm not trying to rag on them too hard, but this is just the truth, the developer Nexon spent a ton of time making sure that the characters in their game looked good, which is awesome, but they didn't put as much time into making the game itself all that fun. Here we are, just about a year after the game's release, and they aren't even hitting 10,000 concurrent players each day on Steam, despite the fact that they have put out content regularly for the game. The problem is that the game is a bit like a mediocre Christmas present with really good wrapping paper. Unfortunately, once you've unwrapped the First Descendant, you realize there isn't much there.
I can't be good at everything! Can I?
Well, as a matter of fact, it is possible to be good at everything. Look at Stellar Blade as an example. It is possible to make a game with characters that gamers appreciate looking at, while still making a game that gamers want to play. But, from the sound of things, Nexon may have failed to understand this truth once again. The game Vindictus Defying Fate just opened their alpha test phase up for players, and on the surface level, the game looks great. I mean, just look at the character creator here, and the reaction from gamers on social media has been predictable.
I love you!
But Vindictus is not getting very much love from the people who have played the alpha on Steam. They hit about 41,000 players at its peak so far, which is pretty solid, but look at the review score for the game. Only 46% of players are giving it a positive score. A good portion of people are complaining that it doesn't run well, which we have to remember that this is an alpha. That sort of thing can and almost certainly will be fixed. I'm not bothered by that. The really bothersome part is that there are a ton of reviews from people who are upset that the gameplay just isn't very good. As much as gamers do love it when game studios align themselves with us, letting us have a character creator mode like this, at the end of the day, we are gamers, and if the gameplay isn't good, we're gonna leave.
Oh, this is already boring the shit out of me.
Alright, me hearties, make sure that you hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. A lot of you have been doing that lately, so it is time to ask the burning question.
How many assholes we got on this ship anyhow?
Yo!
We are currently at 135,000 space pirate a-holes in this buccaneer crew of ours, and the custom is, on this channel, that with every 1,000 subscribers I add a new ship to the fleet in order to house the newcomers. This time, one of my viewers recommended the Sekhmet from Jet Force Gemini, which you can see soaring around here. If you have any suggestions for future ships, drop them into the comment section and I will add them to my long list. Super chats get bumped to the top of that list with all the other super chats, and also I'm adding an alphabetical list of all the ships already in the fleet to the description of this video for your reference. But in any event, thanks to everyone for being here. You are really appreciated.
I knew it, I'm surrounded by assholes.
Anyhow, let's take a look at this Vindictus situation. The player count for the alpha on Steam is promising, though the beta for the First Descendant topped out at 77,000 players back when that came out, so the numbers are a bit down for Vindictus as you can see here, which may suggest that we are already seeing the diminishing returns that you would expect to see with a developer that uses attractive characters in order to lure people in. On the other hand, this is just the alpha test for Vindictus, and the number may go up when the beta test comes out, as long as they've fixed some of their performance issues. It's hard to say for sure, but one thing that I suspect they won't be able to fix is the fact that a lot of people are saying the game just isn't any fun. Last year, I played a little bit of the First Descendant, maybe 3 or 4 hours, and it didn't take me long to realize the game isn't for me. I was glad to see that some people were enjoying it, and so I praised it for bucking the trend that we saw in gaming for a long time, where they gave us ugly trolls for female characters. But I didn't care for the gameplay at all, so I ducked out early, and it makes me sad to say that Vindictus sounds an awful lot like the First Descendant in the sense that it may be all flash and little substance. The gameplay is getting roasted by people. Let's look at a couple reviews here. The review from this person here has one of the highest counts of people who found the review helpful. He wrote, "I had high expectations for this, but it feels like a very old game and it doesn't even hold up to the OG. Attacks are a lot slower, combat is not fluid and not smooth, special skills feel nothing like special, the entire map and how you interact with it feels like a game released 20 years ago, not 2025. Bosses take years to defeat, with you spamming 2 or 3 combos max. On Carrick, the stomp combo would fill the stagger the fastest. Why the F is this the only combo the game wants me to use? Cannot interact with the environment even when trying to attack a lamp it doesn't break. Climbing is just pressing a button that does it for you. No interactive elements on maps to use against enemies. Characters look bad compared to the OG, like how they look when they interact with you or in cutscenes, etc. Skill tree is non-existent. You get to add 1 or 2 moves per each combo and extra damage, that's it. 4 characters to choose from, but there's no range, like Kai, or Mage, like Eve, probably going to be added later, but why have 4 melee characters? It's legit missing half of the original game, but coded as a better brand new version of it. What? I expected something like Kazan, but with everything the original Vindictus had going for it. Once again, this sounds like a game that isn't much of a game. They want to cash in on gamers craving good-looking characters. But here is another review which criticizes them for jumping on the Souls-like bandwagon. This person says, "A very long-time Vindictus player here. It's great that the game gets a second life after a decade and a half, but personally I think Defying Fate is missing the point of what made Vindictus, at least the pre-Rise era, great in the first place. This game does not need to be a Souls-like. Vindictus was never meant to be a Souls-like. Defying Fate tries to keep most of the characters' original movesets from Vindictus, but they simply just do not fit a Souls-like format game. Most characters have movesets that you need to build your combo up with light and heavy attacks to do most of the damage by using the optimal combos during an opening of a boss's attack. In Defying Fate, the bosses do chain attack moves that hit extremely hard and frequently very early on without giving players a chance to get the feel of the characters they're playing as. You will be stuck baiting a boss to attack and walking directly away from a boss until you are sure that they are giving you an opening, and you hit them with like 2 light attack and a heavy attack, rinse and repeat for about 15 times, and boom, you win the fight. It's tedious and boring. There's more to this review, but I think you get the picture. The thing is, if a developer wants to take advantage of the huge market for good-looking female characters, that's awesome. Gamers are mostly guys, and so this is a smart marketing strategy, but they can't forget to make a game to go along with these characters. Look at Stellar Blade, if you want an example of someone that did this right. Obviously, Eve is gorgeous in Stellar Blade, but the game itself was solid as hell. The music was great, the gameplay was great, the story was entertaining. It was the whole package, and the idea that we would be sustained simply by TNA is going too far in the other direction, and it's insulting. In the same way that I don't want a game that preaches woke messaging at me because it isn't fun, I don't want a game that only cares cares about surface level, good looking female character designs. But I'm gonna leave it there. Have any of you tried Vindictus yet? If so, what were your impressions? And if not, then why not? Drop your thoughts into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.